New York City is getting hit by a massive winter storm right now, and I have to go out on a 2-mile walk to check on a Rover cat. This is my job, I gotta do it, and I really love this cat. I would do anything for Madeline, but it's only 17 degrees right now with a wind chill of 3 degrees, so I'm gonna have to suit up. I wasn't too worried about this storm, but then I saw that Jim Cantore is in New York City right now, and that's never a good sign. I grew up in Florida with regular hurricanes, and anytime Jim Cantore was anywhere nearby, that basically meant destruction was headed your way.
We are just getting hammered.
The weather is deteriorating.
A situation that we have not seen ever.
This storm is so big, I heard it's affecting about 230 million people across 34 states, which is 2/3 of the US population. I think we'll be fine here in the city. I'm more worried about a lot of the southern states that are expected to get a ton of ice. We hate ice because apparently when ice builds up on power lines and trees and things, that's when millions of people could lose power, which is really bad. It definitely doesn't feel as bad out here as it looks. It's always shockingly peaceful in the middle of a snowstorm because the snow dampens the sounds and there are just like less people and less cars out doing things. There's the occasional very loud noise of a snow plow or people shoveling, but for the most part it's shockingly quiet and peaceful. I've seen so many cute dogs that are so happy to be out in the snow. I saw a little girl making a snow angel right in the middle of the street. I saw a guy sitting in his window with his dog just watching, and he waved at me as I walked by. Yeah, it's just cute. And I'm not cold at all. I actually feel great. The crazy thing is we were projected to get somewhere between 6 inches and 18 inches of snow for this entire storm, but it's not even noon yet, and we've definitely surpassed 6 inches at this point. How are you?
Can I have one slice of this, please?
Yeah, thank you. Alright, I made it to my destination. Honestly, that was lovely. The wind wasn't as strong as I anticipated. The cold also wasn't as bad as I expected. I definitely dressed perfectly. I was surprised how many businesses are open. I was able to go by my favorite pizza shop because I realized I hadn't eaten anything today. Pretty much every bodega I passed by was open. Plenty of bars. And I just saw a video on Instagram that there are people skiing down the Williamsburg Bridge right now, which is awesome. Brilliant idea. And I did see a couple of cars almost get stuck. I don't know why anyone's out there driving. Everyone knew this was coming. I imagine there's some stuck cars around the city. So yeah, now I'm hanging with Madeline, warming up a little bit. I saw a post on Instagram that said snowball fight at 2 p.m. at this park nearby. So I have to see that. that? This isn't like snow anymore. It's almost like a hard rain or like mini hail. It's clumps of snow. This is less fun now that it feels like icicle shards are stabbing me in the face. It hurts. And that's why my cheeks are red now and they weren't really before. Oh God. Why is it harder all of a sudden? It's already 2:03 and I'm trying to hurry to the snowball fight. I can't last that long. I feel like I'm gonna get exhausted, you know? Just walking out here is exhausting right now.
Look at this. This is not bad.
So cool.
Looking for you now. All right, who wants to be the first one? Me, I want to be the first one. There you go.
That's awesome.
I feel like I know this piece. There you go, my friend. Next.
Thank you so much. I cannot believe I just got a free piece of hot pizza at the snowball fight. Alright, I'm headed home now. I think that's all I can take. My hair is frozen stiff. That was so much fun. That was so worth it. What do you think, baby? Do you like it? That was so much fun. So much fun. I'm so grateful that I had to feed this Rover cat because without having to go do that, I really don't know if I would have left my apartment today. It's just so cozy in here, and from the window, it looks like chaos out there. But that was so much fun. There were so many people out there. It was so wholesome and cute and happy. I think the cutest thing about the snowball fight was the fact that there was no music in the beginning. Everybody was just kind of throwing snowballs into the center rather than like targeting them at people. And then some people would just like throw it straight up into the air and it would disintegrate and fall on everybody. So luckily it wasn't very violent, which is good because I've seen some scary looking snowball fights. That was like the cutest possible one. At some point someone finally brought music and the vibe completely transformed into like a massive dance party. I got to eat a slice of pizza, of hot pizza at the snowball fight. This is why I love New York so much. Only in New York. Truly only in New York. It's now 3:30, so I was out for 4 hours. That's a lot. I wanted to stay out longer. I started getting a headache. I think it's because the radiators have been on nonstop ever since it's been insanely cold here. It's been between like 5 and 15 degrees the past few days. So the radiators are pretty much always on. And I think it's just like baking me basically. So I got much more dehydrated than I usually do. Sleeping in an oven. I feel like I'm being slow baked in my apartment, which I prefer. I prefer to be slow baked than to be cold, that's for sure. And I've pretty much only been home for like 15 minutes, but I already feel FOMO and kind of want to go back out. This snow day is a really good one and it genuinely kind of feels like a holiday. I'm really excited to see the slow motion footage from the snowball fight because I wasn't able to review it in the moment. I was just kind of like sticking my arm up and hoping for the best. I have no idea how that turned out. It's cool to see the footage that's on Instagram because some people were closer towards the center and people were just like scooping up snow and throwing it at each other because it's so fluffy right now. Like there's so much powder that you can just like scoop it and throw it. I'm glad I wasn't in the center though. All of the people who were tall, like sticking up out of the crowd, are the ones who got hit in the head or in the chest. And me being short and surrounded by like quite tall people, I didn't get hit at all, thank God. The last very big snowstorm like this was a blizzard named Jonas back in 2016, which was my first winter in New York City. But this is by far the biggest storm we've had since 2016, which is pretty crazy. So I think that's why so many people went a little crazy prepping for this storm. I saw many videos of many different Trader Joe's around the city being totally cleared out, completely empty shelves. I don't know if that's happened since COVID, but the funny thing is all of these businesses are still open. Like I haven't made any food at home today. I had a pizza at Rosa's and then I had a pizza for free at McCarran Park. And I'm pretty sure everything's going to be open like normal tomorrow. Why did people buy so much food as if we were going to be stuck in our homes for like a week or a month or something? Ever since COVID, I do tend to keep a stock of about 30 days of non-perishable food. I learned how crazy people go when an event like this happens, like they kind of just clear the shelves. So I never have to panic buy. And I do suggest that to others, just to keep a little bit of a stockpile that you rotate through so that you never have to panic buy. All right, I think that's all I've got for you today. I feel exhausted now. I might have some more tea. I hope that you're all safe and warm wherever you are, and I'll see you guys very soon.